abused by violent repeat offenders in the city of Chicago?
Well, first of all, my community safety plan is far more substantive than just asking people not
We're
to
checking
smoke.
out Paralegal Institute of Washington,
Investments in
D.C.
community safety
He's
have
got
been,
clips of Mayor Brandon
unprecedented,
Johnson
quite
being
frankly.
a fucking
And public safety
idiot,
and community
basically.
safety will always remain my
Just
top
saying,
priority.
just saying,
Our deputy mayor
just
can
saying
speak
some
very
stupid shit.
cogently about the community safety plan, which is the people's plan. And the ultimate goal is to drive violence down in the city of Chicago, whether it's on a train or in a neighborhood. There are way too
This
many
is the
individuals, of course,
reparations
that have been
guy.
victimized by violence.
This is the guy who
And
wants
it,
to
again, is my
disenfranchise
top
basically
priority,
white
to
people.
continue to make sure that we're investing in our detectives division as our detectives bureau coordinates and collaborates with
And
our
he's let
counterintelligence
Chicago
and
down.
all of
Yes.
our stakeholders come together to drive violence down in the city of Chicago. Many of these acts, as you have described, are quite horrific, and that's why I'm working hard every single day to make sure that even with the 30% reduction in homicides, even with the over 35% reduction in shootings and shooting victims, as we continue to get a handle on robberies, look, any act of violence is one act too many. And I'm going to work hard every day to ensure that we build the safest, most affordable big city in America.
Mayor Johnson, we've all seen the horrific video of Charlie Kirk being politically assassinated. In Chicago, we saw an ICE agent reportedly run
He's just
over
like,
by
oh
an illegal
shit.
alien.
I'm not getting the question. Did you see his face?
Many people
He was
tell
just
me
like,
real
oh
Chicago
fuck, I'm
fascinated,
getting the question.
Big city in America.
Of Charlie Kirk being
Yeah, well, why is he
politically
he just started
assassinated.
blinking like that.
In Chicago, we saw
It's
an
just like,
ICE
uh-oh.
agent
Uh-oh.
reportedly run over by an illegal alien. Many people tell me, real Chicagoans tell me, that it's your violent, racist hate speech that is causing people
Oh
to
shit, don't ask him that.
commit these acts of violence. What do you say to the real Chicagoans who detest what they call the insipid, insidious, boneheaded hate speech that you engage in on a daily basis?
Well, first of all, I don't engage in hate speech. In fact,
What
I
do
think
you
it's
mean you
important that
don't
we know
engage?
that,
Motherfucker, you
as I've
lying
said
piece of
from
shit.
the very beginning of this tragedy that occurred in
You're
our
a
country,
fucking
that,
liar.
political violence is not
Dude.
only abhorrent, but it undermines the sensibility of our democracy.
Have
And there's no
you
place for political
not
violence. In fact, violence
besmirched
as a
Trump
whole is
once?
something that,
You
as a
fucking
country and as a
li-
nation,
You're a fucking
that we have
liar.
to
You
continue
know
to come together
it.
to ensure
He's
that
lying
we
out through his
eliminate
teeth,
all acts of
man.
violence. My prayers, of course, are still with Mrs. Kirk and the two children of Charlie Kirk. But again, we boldly and in very direct terms openly reject all acts of violence, and particularly political violence. Thank you for those questions.
So, y'all, if you want to be the nation's least popular mayor, if you want to be the laughing stock of the
God, what
entire
a
country,
fucking loser.
if you want to be someone who, when they say don't do something, they point to you and they say, hey, you see how that person's doing it? Don't do it that way. If you want to be an illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of any city,
Fucking sub 10%.
then let's follow. Well, we already have a model. We have a role model. We have a role model that says criminal justice is a sickness. And y'all saw this from the coming up, y'all. So without any further lead up to it, let's just go ahead and listen. Let's sit around the campfire. Let's sit down. Let's get some marshmallows. Let's make some s'mores. And let's just pay attention and learn and absorb the wisdom from this illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
God, he's
So
fucking hammering
following
it
up on
on.
your alleged pants on fire moment on
Why are pants
today
on
with
fire?
my colleague
Got him.
Prosperity and the
Yeah, that's a
the
classic
ongoing
one.
split sentiment as far as sending in troops to militarized, federalized military rather, to Chicago. The remaining question that has yet to be answered, because y'all keep running from it like I'm Marianne Ahern, is what do you, the Illinois Attorney General, and the governor have to offer in lieu of sending in the National Guard, the 101st Airborne, or what have you, to make Chicagoans feel safe in their communities in real time outside of reported statistics and so on.
I think I understand your question. Okay, let me just start with this. How about this? In 1974, there were 970 murders.
Wrong.
1990.
He's saying wrong. You what? Fail. He's asking, what are you going to do now? Not in the not talking about the present, like you're doing right now. No, he's saying, what are you going to do right now at this moment? Right, in the present now as we speak. What are you going to do to find solution or to enact solutions to fix the crime problem in your state or in your city, so you can quell the unrest? Yes, because it seems like there's some unrest with your population, is there not? So why the fuck did you go, oh, in 1970, blah blah blah? No, you fucking lose.
There were 828 murders. 2016,
You lose.
778 murders.
Now he's trying to fight statistics
2021,
with people who want an
805
answer in the present, not in the
This has
past.
been
No, they want a
problem in
solution
this
right
city for a
now. What are
very
you
long
going
time.
to do to fix things right
Now-
now?
my deputy mayor, Gatewood. This is the topic and the work every single day to drive violence down in the city of Chicago. So when you talk about what we're offering,
Oh yeah, by the way,
We're
this
offering
guy
a better
also
pathway
did
so
the
that we
whole
don't have
defund the
970
police
people murdered in
too.
our city
Don't
every
forget
single
about
year.
that.
now,
Because
one
he's
is
with
one
the
too many.
Democrats as well.
But you're not going to convince me that the people of Chicago only deserve law enforcement. I get so sick and tired of people believing that the only thing that black and brown and poor people get to get in this city are badges. People want jobs. It's why we've increased the ability for young people to have jobs in this city. People want health care and behavioral and mental health care. That's what they ask me. That's why we've expanded it. People want to be able to afford to live in this city. That's why I'm building more affordable units. People
Yeah,
want
but nobody feels
justice
safe,
if they do
regardless of those.
wrapped up
I
into
mean,
this
yeah, sure,
spiral
you
of
can fix all
despair
these
in this city.
problems,
It's why
but
we're
when
actually
there's
solving
crime
cases,
of people
whether it's CBI
gunning
workers,
people
making sure that we're
down and
avoiding
fucking stabbing
retaliation
each
in
other or
this city.
stealing from each other, that's
I get so sick and tired
those affordable
of people in
housing
this
and
country and in this
health
city
care
that
stuff
believes
doesn't
that the
really
only
do
thing that you
anything
can offer black people and poor
when you're
people
fucking
is
dead on the
jails,
floor, right?
incarceration, and police officers.
or when you're being in the moment,
Dr. King said
right,
this
in a
right here
fight
in
for
Chicago,
your life.
the National Conference on New Politics. What did he say?
See,
He said militarism
this
is a
is the
sickness.
issue with Democrats. They
I
don't
am
know
trying
their
to eradicate
messaging
the
is all
sickness
it's
from
all
this city
fucked
and from
up,
this
dude.
country.
But people,
They
To
don't.
offer- no,
They're
listen,
they're
Mark, I
out
get
of
to
touch.
answer my question now.
They're
You've asked
literally
it.
out of touch with the
No,
civilian
Mark, I'm answering my
population.
question. Of course they are, but you're not going to be able to avoid that if we don't do the things that actually work. We are not split on this issue. The
He's
fact of the matter
so
is,
this is the
no
crash
one
out we
has
saw
asked me
earlier,
to
right?
send federal troops
here.
into
This
this
is the
city
crash out.
to make it safe. It has never come up. It never came up during the campaign. It's never come up in the first 2 years. The fact of the matter is, we are driving violence down on this city, and we're using every single resource that's available to us. Jails and incarceration and law enforcement.
Oh
is
yeah,
a
by the way,
sickness that
Lori
has not led to
Lightfoot
safe
had the same
communities.
issue
I'm
you're
going
having.
to work hard every single day to protect
So
the people
if
who are
you're
caught
having
up
the same
in-
issue,
in
that means
violence
you
in the
don't know
city.
how to
Guess
fix
why?
it.
You want to know why? Because the vast majority of them look like me. This
No-
president has never asked
Wow,
a very
no-
simple question to me.
Wow, no one
Brandon
is.
Scott,
Wow, he said it right there. It's because they look like me. That's why we're all right. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Barbara Lee, Randall Woodfin. He doesn't talk to black mayors about what it's like to live in communities that have been disinvested in. So no, we're not going to.
What do you mean disinvested in?
The sickness and the evil that Dr. King warned us about a
Right, some of
generation
these
ago.
states
It
are like
didn't
some of the
work
richest
in
states
19
known to man, and you're saying,
what
oh
was
no,
it?
it's not rich.
60, 74,
No, we need more
when 9%
money.
of the
Like,
people
what
were
are you
being killed.
talking about?
It didn't work in the 90s.
You think
when there
California?
wasn't a mumbling
You
word.
California
losing
is
their lives
even
because
asking
of
for.
violence in their
You
city.
think
And now we're
California
actually
needs
doing
more
the work
money?
that's working.
No, they
Now,
need
all
to
of a sudden,
stop
everybody has these
fucking
ideas.
burning it.
They
Is what they
show
need
this
to
is a
stop
group
fucking
project,
doing.
But we're not going to allow the president of the United States of America or any of his
Right,
ilk
what you guys are
look
doing
at
is
the work that
burning
we're
money
doing across
because
this
you keep
country, and then
you
now
keep
we're
trying
experiencing
to
some level
fix
of reprieve,
the
and now he wants to put
situation
his
with
name on our
band-aid
paper.
fixes
No,
that don't
we're not gonna
actually do
tolerate it.
anything.
It's a sickness,
And that's why
and we're
you
gonna
guys
eradicate
keep
it.
burning money. Right, that's why
So,
you
y'all,
guys
the
have so much
irony of
crime and
this,
shit.
Of these two
It's because you don't
stories
fix it.
juxtaposed, put together, side by side is this. Brandon Johnson, he is where he has a point is here. When you have rogue cops,
Yeah, police
police officers,
corruption,
police departments,
literally.
police squads going around.
Yeah, even in
rounding
New
people
York,
up,
right?
planting
In
evidence,
New York, they
shaking
have
people down,
a
stealing
corruption
their money,
problem with cops.
etc.
Right.
That
You could say
is a true
California
problem.
probably does too,
And
especially with the
in as
catch
much
and
as that
release bullshit
happens,
that's been
it
happening
probably
all
does
over the
happen
fucking
wa-
country,
far
right,
more
and
often
state.
in poor neighborhoods
Shady
than
as
in
fuck.
any kind of middle class or rich neighborhood. That you just
Right
have
there
cops
was that even
running around
the
and breaking the
Karen
law
Reed,
themselves. So
right?
if
The
he
Karen
were
Reed
talking
situation,
about I
that
would be in
smelled
agreement
like
with
some
him.
police
If he were
corruption
talking
too.
about lawless cops, the
Correct.
problem is he's talking about the cops that are actually enforcing the law. See, Brandon Johnson thinks that if there's just enough money, people won't break the law. I
Correct.
don't agree with that.
Oh,
Anytime
not only is there enough money, if they just had the affordable housing, the money, right, right, the food, the utilities, and everything, it's fine. They'll be fine. They won't cause crime anymore. No, they still
you
cause
hear
crime.
about a society where people don't break the law, it's because those leaders in that society have convinced people that if you break my law, I'm going to break your face. That's
Basically.
it.
I mean,
Think
in
about
Florida, they do that, right?
Dubai. If you break our law, you're going to prison for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Think
Dubai,
about
yeah.
Singapore.
Yeah,
Do
the
y'all
Asian
remember there
countries.
was
Yeah, the
way
Asian
back
countries
when-
have a
when an
way.
American got caught
Right, even the Middle
doing some
Eastern
kind of
countries.
graffiti
Yeah,
in
their
Singapore, and
conviction
they
rates are
caned
way
him.
higher.
They caned him like with some kind of bamboo cane or something. Look, I'm not saying that, this is the solution. I'm just saying, look at El Salvador. They
Yeah, El
went just
Salvador
recently,
fixed
just in
their
the last few
situation
years,
real quick.
They went from one of the highest murder rates in the world.
I
to
call it the
practically no murder.
Bukel
Why?
plan.
Because they rounded all of the criminals
Yeah.
up. They rounded up people who probably
the
aren't even
Bukel-
criminals. They just look like a criminal.
The Bukel
Based
plan
on whatever
did
their authorities.
wonders.
Now, am I saying I agree with that? No, I'm saying, yeah, you can punish your way out of crime.
I mean, yeah, you
certainly
could.
do it.
You can enforce
can
your
say-
rules.
now,
Yeah.
So the point I'm making not is that those are the solution. The point that I'm making is him saying that you can't do it. When people say you can't do it, that's a lie. You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
I mean,
he's
maybe
just
that's
lying.
not the American way. Maybe that's
Yeah.
not our
I mean,
solution.
like I said,
I'm not.
I don't know if he remember. I don't know if he's. I don't remember if he said it outright. But he's also the one who wanted to defund the police as well.
Arguing.
So that's why
for
he
that
doesn't want
solution, but
more
I'm
police
arguing
officers
against the
and stuff.
contention that you can't do it. Oh yeah, it can be done. And in fact, it's probably a much quicker way to reduction of crime than trying to invest in communities. And another thing, that's not either or. Brandon Johnson is the king of either or. I'm tired of you saying we should lock people up. What about investing? Fool, do both.
Yeah, do
How
both.
about both,
Yeah,
fool?
it's not hard to do
how
both.
How about you do both? It's not either or. I mean, so he played anyway. And I'm about to start on a rant. All right, let me just chill out. Let me chill out. So anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about
But yeah,
these
there you have
comments
it.
from the